Now, most people, and that was an example of, again, angle, side, angle, ASA. Okay, so let's try a angle, angle, side one. And I'm giving you this example in the form of a word problem. So, I tried to draw the picture beforehand to help, but you may have to draw it on your own. Anytime you're given word problems, most of the time the book will give you pictures, so look for it. If they don't, you're going to have to draw your own pictures. This is where reading comprehension comes in play for math. Okay, it says a road slopes 15 degrees above the horizontal, and a vertical telephone pole stands besides the road. The angle of elevation of the sun is 65 degrees, and the pole casts a 16-foot shadow downhill along the road. Find the height of the pole. Okay, well, let me try and highlight some things. The road is actually here, okay, because it's at an angle of 15 degrees. So it's sloping upward at an angle of 15 degrees. Okay, so that green one is the road. This yellow one is our pole. That's what we're looking for. Okay, and you can tell that because there's an X next to it. Okay, so this is the pole. This is the road. Okay, this is like if the road kept going flat. Okay, so we need that because I need that angle. Now the sun is at an angle of elevation of 65 degrees, which is up here. Okay, that's helpful for a couple reasons. First of all, notice whenever you're given a pole, okay, you should assume it's perpendicular to the road, or it's going straight up and down, not perpendicular to the road, because then it would go out at an angle since the road's slanted. Okay, but the pole is going straight up and down. So this line here is a horizontal line used for reference. Okay, showing the sun's angle of elevation. It's parallel to where the road used to be flat, or if it was flat, where the road would be flat. Okay, this allows us to make a few deductions. Okay, so if this angle is 65 degrees up here, okay, these are same side angles, okay, two parallel lines cut by a transversal. So this big angle from where the road would be horizontal all the way up to the sun's angle of elevation would have to also equal 65 degrees. So if this bottom part is 15, that tells us this angle in here is 50 degrees. Okay, because 50 degrees plus 15 degrees equals 65. Or we could also say, okay, since we have two intersecting lines, this angle here has to be 65 degrees. Okay, the pole has to be perpendicular to the horizontal, so that means it has to be a 90-degree angle here. So if this angle here, the top half of the 90 is 65, that tells us this angle is 35. Okay, which now makes, even though we don't need to find it, this angle 105 degrees. 35 plus 50 plus 105 is 180. Okay, we didn't really need that last angle. I'm just pointing it out. In fact, let's take it away because we don't need it. Just undo, 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 undo. Okay. So if you look at this picture, we have this angle here, 50 degrees. We have this angle here, okay, 35 degrees. And We also have, I forgot, the length of the road that's going up 15 degrees to the pole is, or excuse me, that's the length of the shadow. Yeah, that's the length of the shadow. Okay, that is a side. So notice we have angle, angle, side, or you could say side, angle, angle. Go the other way, side, angle, angle, whichever way you're looking at it. We got two angles on a side. Okay, so sometimes it's worth it to try and redraw this triangle that matters. Okay, this is 50, this is 35, and this is 15. Okay, clearly shows angle, angle, side. We are looking for this length, or that side, X. Okay, so we're looking for a side, so again, I'm going to put that on top. Sine of its opposite angle, 50 degrees, easy. Just look at the opposite angle. Notice what we're given. This angle, opposite side. So ratios are the same, side to sine of the angle. Okay, solve for x. Multiply both sides by sine 50 degrees. Divide that by sine of 35 degrees. There's our exact answer. But if I told somebody when they asked me my height and weight, and I said my height is sine of 50 degrees divided by 35, sine of 35 degrees, that would not be helpful. So we're going to plug it into the calculator, get an approximate length. Now if you have the TI-83, 84, once you change the mode, it's going to stay there until you change it or the calculator resets itself because you have low batteries or you dropped it. So 15 sine 50 degrees divided by sine 35 degrees. Hit enter, and we get our answer of about 20 feet. Okay, so rounding it to the nearest tenth, it'd still be 20.0 feet, which I guess technically if I tell you round to the nearest tenth, you should put in the 0.0, showing you rounded to 0.0. This one we were given units, so put in the units. Okay, and again, that was an example. Angle, angle, sine, or side angle, angle. Again, both considered the same. Previous one was an example, angle, side, angle, or writing it backwards, angle, side, angle. Okay. Yes, that was funny. You can laugh. Okay, those were our two cases. Our next video, we will do the ambiguous case. Okay, and that is again side, side angle, or a bad word backwards. So stay tuned or go to our source and you can watch that video next.